Hey everyone, Simply Zoological here. Before we get into the video, let me just start by saying I am sorry for the lack of a voiceover last week. I was so crazy busy that I barely had time to get a video made, much less get a voiceover done. But I hope y'all enjoyed last week's video. I know it was a little bit simple compared to what I have been doing lately. But again, I didn't have the time to do anything too crazy. That's why we were in Saguaro Sanctuary, because that zoo is a little bit more under budget and everything, so I can go a little bit more simple and it'll work. But anyways, let's get into the video. So as you can see, we are back with another episode of TVEP, and today we are building for the sun bear. So the sun bear is one that I have seen so many times, and not in zoos obviously, but I've seen them like in Planet Zoo and everything a lot, and I haven't built for them yet. And I know I say this in almost every video, but I was excited and I was ready to get them in a very own zoo of mine. So we got that done today. But anyways, as you can see, we are doing a very small backstaging area. And this backstage, it is a lot of the stuff you'll see in this video will be copied over from the sloth bear, just because the sloth bear and the sun bear, their habitats are right next to each other, but also it was easier for me to copy and paste versus recreating it. So anyways, we're just gonna get their backstaging done, and then we will work on their actual build. But really quickly, I want to say that this build, it is, I would say it's fairly simple, just because I don't physically hand build anything. Not relatively anyways. I mean, I do the walls and that kind of stuff, but again, that's just copied and pasted. And then the this viewing gallery right here, I made that in the sloth bear habitat as well, that I had always planned on using that viewing shelter for this exhibit anyways. But so again, a lot of this is just going to be copied and pasted over, but I do my best with the little, because again, I was so busy this week and last week too, that I didn't really have as much time as I have in the past to create a video. And so I did kind of have to go a little bit more simple, a little bit more copy and pasty, kind of how it is in this video. But again, I'm extremely happy with the end result of this exhibit, and I hope y'all enjoy it too. So here I'm just gonna add in the actual habitat gate to get this habitat an actual habitat, and then we will work on, I believe right after this, I do the water feature for this build. And the main reason I added I hadn't really planned on doing a water feature for this video, but I added one because when I looked at the terrain requirements for the sloth bear, or for the sun bear, this habitat is 2 times the space that they require. So when y'all get this off the workshop, you don't have to worry about them being overcrowded or anything like that. So I added in a small little water feature to help cut down on the terrain space a little bit. And then the actual waterfall that you can see over in the corner, I did record it. I just didn't add it into the video because I didn't really feel like it, to be honest. But all that waterfall is just the water jets. I just used the water jets and I just kind of tilted them forward very slightly to create a little bit of a trickle, because I didn't want like a full waterfall. I just wanted it to kind of like there's water seeping out of the walls kind of thing. And then here we have the sloth bear climbing structure, because again, I hate building climbing structures, but also I love how this climbing structure turned out. So I was like, I'll just copy and paste it and move it over. And I do have to copy and paste a small section of it to give the sun bear all the climbing requirements that they need, because they don't, because this one structure doesn't fully suffice their climbing needs like it does for the sloth bear. So we just copy and paste a small section of it and put that over in the corner. And then I have to remove all of the ropes that I have, like all the tie ropes to hold the poles together, because they can't climb it with those ropes. So I need to go in and do that for the sloth bear too, because I was looking and I'm like, why is the sloth bear not climbing on this, not climbing at all? And it's because of the ropes. So I'll probably have to switch those ropes out for the base game ropes. But anyways, here we're just gonna work on the get started on the foliage. And again, for the majority of this foliage work, I will be sitting at guest level to get the foliage to look the best that I possibly can from the guest's perspective. And so we're just gonna add in those tamarind trees as ground cover, like I do in every build for this zoo. And then we'll work on some other plants and stuff and get some rocks and everything in here. But really quickly, I want to say I have not seen the babies for the sloth bear, and we probably won't for a little while, because for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just the save file or what, but whenever the sloth bear, so for this video, I went to make, cause I built the exhibit one day, and then the next day or two after that, I went and I made the instant cinematics for this video that you'll see at the end. And so when I logged back into TVEP to get this in cinematics and everything of the animals walking around their habitat like I usually do, my the male, he was boxed up because he had been climbing and he got boxed up. And so when I unboxed him, I hit unbox animal like you normally would, and then he proceeded to become an outsider. Even though it's only him and a female in this exhibit, he became an outsider, and so therefore he and the female, I don't believe they can breed if they're an outsider. So I logged out of the save file. I didn't save it. I just logged out, logged back in, and then I hit unbox all animals to see if maybe that would fix it, and it did the same thing. And I had this problem with the Indian elephant, and that's why in the Indian elephant video you'll notice that there aren't any baby cinematics of them either, because I couldn't add a male in, because whenever I'd add the male, he would become an outsider. And so I went and I took the male out of this exhibit. I went and I got another male, and that's how I fixed it with the Indian elephants. Was I just bought another male and put the new male in, and he was fine. Well, when I bought the new male, I put him in, and he did the same thing. So, and then I thought, okay, maybe it's the female that's the issue, and I deleted the female, or I didn't delete, I put her in the trade center, put the female in the trade center, got a new female, put her in, and same thing. So we do not have any babies for the sun bear. So I am so sad, because I was so excited to see the little baby bear cubs, because I haven't ever seen the baby bear sun bear not in game before. I mean, I hadn't even seen the sun bear itself in game personally. So yeah, that's a little tangent there, but anyways, it looks like we have just like 3-4ish minutes left. So before I go, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me today, but also don't forget to like and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss another video. Hopefully, from here on out, my videos can continue to have voiceovers and everything, and hopefully, I don't have a crazy week like I have these last couple weeks. But, anyways, I will talk to y'all next time. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.